Hello friends, we will be covering the following equipments: compound microscope, refracting telescope, astronomical telescope, reflecting telescope. Introduction. A compound microscope is an optical device used to see magnified images of small objects. Construction. It consists of two convex lenses. Here there are going to be two convex lenses of short focal length arranged coaxial at the end of two sliding metal tubes. Like it's a metal tube. So one side will have one lens and on the other side it will have the other lens. So this will become the compound microscope. Objective lens, it is a convex lens of very short focal length and we are going to denote it by symbol FO. O represents here the objective lens and it will have a small aperture. Eyepiece, it is a convex lens of comparatively larger focal length. So let me show you the figure here first so that you can understand what we mean by beta, alpha, h dash before we start the magnifying power derivation. Here, this is an object lens. This is an eyepiece lens. These are both are convex lenses. So there are two lenses. We are going to place our eye here. Okay, the object is kept here, AB. This is the distance between the object O to B, which is we are denoting by UO. Okay, the object of the distance. This is the height of the object. The angle here will be alpha. When the two rays passes, this will be the focal point of the object. When the two rays passes, this is the image that is going to be formed and we have named it A dash, B dash. From the eyepiece, when the rays are going to travel further, so the image will be formed here. When we are going to look through the eye, instead of looking at this image, this will become the object of the eye and the image in total will be formed here. Being this the final image of the two lenses, therefore VE, which is the final distance of the image, will be D. So we are going to term it as D. So here again this is FO, which represents the focal of the object lens. This is FE, which represents the focal of the eyepiece. Here also will be FO. So FE here and FE here, and this will be the FO. This element is E. If we call this the pole of this lens E, which is the eyepiece. So from E, if we draw a line here all the way down to the image that is finally being formed. So this angle subtended here will be beta. A dash, B dash height is, we are denoting it by H dash. So this is the H height, this is the H dash height. Okay. Now coming on to the derivation. I hope the diagram is first clear in your mind. What are the two lenses, how we are placing them in the compound microscope. Magnifying power. Now magnifying power in simple microscope we have already seen is beta by alpha. What is beta? Is defined as the ratio of the angle subtended at the eye by the final virtual image. So that is beta. And the angle subtended at the eye by the object is alpha. So magnification is equal to beta by alpha. Instead of writing beta by alpha, we can write tan beta by tan alpha. What is tan? You know what is tan, right? So tan is equal to H by U. And tan alpha is equal to H by D. Where is this value coming from? Which perpendicular and which base? Let's have a look again. So here, see. Okay. So you are getting the values from here. So this will be H by U and H by D, which is equal to H dash by D by this. So we get the product as MO. What is O? O represent that magnification of the objective lens. MO is magnification of the objective lens multiplied by magnification of the eye lens. So final formula for the magnifying power will be multiplication of these two. And we know that magnification of eye is V naught U naught, right? So let's have a look. V by U is the magnification general formula. So that's why I'm saying magnification of the eye will be V naught U naught. Okay, let's look here. Now we are going to derive this particular formula. How we are deriving this formula? We know the value of ME is D by UE, or we can say which is equal to 1 plus D by Fe. Where is this formula coming from? This is coming from simple microscope. We have already derived that. So if you have not watched that video, I will request you first you find out where this derivation is coming from. So this becomes a magnification of the eye. So once this formula is derived, the total magnification M is the product of MO into ME. So this is the value of ME, and this is the value of MO. So we are going to put VO by VO by UO, which is for the magnification of objective lens, multiplied by this is the value for magnification of eyepiece. So multiplying the two here becomes the formula for the total magnification. Now we know the magnification M is equal to 1 by minus F naught. So instead of writing U naught, we can replace it by F naught. So once we put the value F naught, then we can say we can put it here like F naught here in place of U naught. In place of U naught, because we can write F naught here, and also this will be the other part of the focal, so FO. So this becomes FO, U naught is equal to FO, and V naught can be written as L. So if we denote with a different letter, say V naught, this is the total distance. V naught is this part from objective lens to the image, first image where it is being formed. This is, we are saying, suppose we name it as L. So we get M is equal to L by F naught 1 plus D by Fe. So this formula as it is been written down. So this becomes the magnification formula for compound microscope. When the final image is formed at infinity, the magnifying power of a compound microscope is defined as the ratio of the angle subtended at the eye by the final image formed at the infinity at the angle subtended by the object. So what we are saying is the M is equal to beta by alpha. Magnification due to object. What is the objective lens magnification? We know it is M naught is equal to L by minus FO. Where are we deriving this from? We have just derived this part. This part is magnification by the object. So if this is the formula for MO, angular magnification due to eyepiece will be D by Fe. Instead of writing 1 plus D by Fe, in case of an infinity, the image is formed at the infinity, the magnification of the eyepiece is D by Fe, not 1 plus. So we are going to replace ME equals to D by Fe. Total magnification is always the product of MO into ME. So the total magnification MO value, we are going to write L by minus FO into D by Fe. So this becomes our, in case the image of this compound microscope is formed at a infinity level. Refracting telescope. Introduction. It is a refracting type of telescope used to see heavenly bodies like stars, planets, satellites. So what is this refracting telescope used for? It is used to see the heavenly bodies like star, planets. How is it constructed? It is constructed of two converging lenses mounted coaxial at the outer ends of two sliding tubes. So the sliding tube has going to have one lens and the other lens, and the size of the lens, objective and eye, are almost equal. Okay. There is an angle which is developed between A dash O and B dash, which is alpha. This is the object. The image from this objective lens is formed here, A dash B dash, and this is the eye lens. This is the place from where we are watching, the eye. Okay, so here there is an angle which is developed, which is A dash, O and B dash. So the angle here is alpha. There is an angle which is developed, which is A dash, E and B dash. This angle is beta. M is equal to What is M? Magnification. Magnification is equal to angle beta by alpha. Or instead of writing beta by alpha, we can write tan beta by tan alpha. So what is tan beta? Tan beta is perpendicular by base. So in this triangle where we have taken out the beta, perpendicular is A dash B dash divided by the base B dash E. Similarly, for tan alpha in this triangle here, we have got the perpendicular again A dash B dash and the base is B dash by O by B dash. This is the base. So if we divide these two, that by A dash and B dash in numerator and denominator gets cancelled and we are left with OB dash by B dash E dash. The value for OB dash is minus F naught. That is the focal length of the objective lens. Okay. The other one, B dash to E is FE. Okay, so we have these two values. When we divide the two, so magnification becomes substituting these value of OB dash and BE dash. Here in these two formulas, putting the values, we get magnification is equal to minus FO by FE. Astronomical telescope. Astronomical telescope focused for least distance of distinct vision. So angle again here, this is the A dash and B dash. Okay, so this is the object which forms the first image here, which is A dash and B dash, which again when seen through this forms another image which is A dash and B dash here. This is the final image that is being formed. The angle AOB is alpha, A dash O and B dash is alpha. The angle A dash E and B dash is beta. This angle is beta. So magnification is M equals to beta by alpha, which can be written as tan beta by tan alpha. The value for tan beta, which is perpendicular by base, is A dash B dash by B dash E. In this triangle, see, this is the perpendicular A dash B dash and the base is B dash E. Similarly, for alpha, tan alpha, it is going to be A dash B dash is going to be the perpendicular and the base is OB dash. So here it becomes OB dash. The value left is OB dash by B dash E. The value for OB dash, the value is F naught. The value for B dash E is FE. Substituting these values, we get M is equal to FO by UE. How come this value? See here, instead of writing BE, we are taking it as UE. We are taking this value because it is still the object for this eye. So it becomes U. That distance becomes U. And E because it's for the eyepiece. So UE. So we can write FO by UE. Here we know the formula 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to 1 by F. We are going to substitute the values where we are going to consider the image V at the distance D. So the final image is being formed here, A dash B dash. So this distance from the eyepiece is being considered as D. So replacing the value of V as minus D, this is the distance where the final image is kept. The image was UE. This was the second image that was formed, this distance. So putting these two values here in this formula, we come 1 by D minus 1 by UE equals to 1 by FE. Now taking UE on one side, keeping it on one side, taking rest on the other, we can write 1 by FE plus 1 by D. So when we solve it further, we can write 1 by FE 1 plus 1 FE by D. So magnification becomes, the total magnification becomes FO by FE 1 plus FE by D. So this is the astronomical telescope formula for magnification. Reflecting telescope. It consists of a large concave parabolic primary mirror having a hole in its center. Okay. here this is the mirror which has got a hole in its center. Okay. There is a small convex mirror near the focus of the mirror, primary mirror. The eyepiece are placed on the axle of the telescope. This is where the eyepiece is placed. This is a secondary mirror which has been placed here. Okay. The eyepiece are placed on the axis of the telescope near the hole of the primary mirror. So this is the primary mirror and this is the secondary mirror. It has been, there is a hole here on which the eyepiece is kept. Now what happens is when the light travels from here, these are the two rays which are coming. When it comes from here, it strikes on this mirror, reflects back at this angle and reflects to our eyes. Similarly, this ray which is coming, it reflects on this secondary mirror and comes out of this hole and reaches our eye. So this is how reflecting telescope has been made. The advantage, there are various advantages why we use this reflecting telescope over the refracting telescope. The reason is a reflecting telescope reflects all wavelength of light at the same angle. So there are no color halos. What are halos? Halos are bright circles that surround a light source like headlights. Glare in light that enters your eye and interferes your vision. So what happens is because of the reflecting telescope reflects all the wavelength of the light at the same angle. So there is no color halos that is formed. So this is one advantage. The other advantage is a mirror has only one surface to be figured. So it is easier to control the shape. It is easier for us to control this shape. We can have a single mirror here. So mirror reflects all the light back. The secondary can be a single flat mirror. Infrared and ultra-red lights reflect equally in this particular telescope. It is easy to make mirrors as these mirrors can be produced with any diameter that you want. The mirror can be made parabolic to produce aberration. Okay. I hope this session was helpful to you. This is a small clipping which I have taken to show you reflecting telescope. This is available on YouTube. This particular link, Celestron has provided it. So I'll just play, you can watch the complete video as well. This is just showing you just a brief of few telescopes. This is how the focal length is there, how this it's measured. This is where the lens are kept in the telescope. Also a lens is here so you can watch it down. This is calculating it for you. So if it's various focal length and how different it will be. So maybe you can find it interesting. I hope this session was helpful to you. Thank you.